Could we try that?
Absolutely.
You're hired.
You know, there's lots of fun potential. We'll get into playing with some of these. I think it'd be kind of fun if we could actually start with that little Bridgerland thing, if you're okay with that, just to kind of show you. This was mid-2000s. Let's call it 2003-ish, kind of that vintage, if you will. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize this guy right here, and I will just open up a quick little. I have just dual screens kind of set up off my laptop here, but right now it's doing what's called cloning, which is basically I'm looking at one and you're seeing one, but you could basically say extend, which basically means I can work here, have additional real estate. That works, no problem. But just, I'll be working here, but you'll see it on this other screen, okay? We'll just jump in real quick into a quick little thing, and we'll jump into the BATC one. And the fun thing about this particular one is this was about a team of 6 or 7 of us that got together. And literally, I was in Colorado. There was a couple other guys that were at the university, a couple of the folks here at Bridgerland. We put this whole thing together, but this will kind of give you a little bit of a flavor of some of the fun projects that we are doing. This has got a great little intro on it. Okay, hang on. You know what? I'm actually, I also need to turn on my, my music, okay?
I have to tell you, Ben, when I first took over Laura's position, they were just running out of those. And we were going through some web changes and whatnot, so we decided no, because we thought, well, maybe we'll do another one. Then we thought, well, because we're doing some changes, we actually didn't. But for about 2 years after the time when we ran out of those, we were still getting schools and everybody that had received them loved them. When are you going to do another one? When are you going to? They absolutely loved it. They loved it.
So very similar to what we did with Adilas, the Bridgerland thing is literally a little engine, and then we plugged in assets, okay? And so, like, the engine is still there and capable and ready, and like, it would be Heather creating some new little video clips, have somebody change some verbiage and change some photos, and you literally, and put it online so anybody can access it off your website. That was too big of a deal to do on the web at the time when it came out.
Right.
People were still on modems and like slow internet connections, and so this whole thing has kind of been like this advance in technology stuff. So I did turn my sound on. If I need to, I can turn it up, but I'm going to go ahead and start that. This is the little Bridgerland application. Kind of fun. This was just a little introduction, but basically it has all kinds of fun little images coming in and out and pushing some quick words, and like, it's a commercial basically for Bridgerland, but this was one of the fun things that we did, and it'll kind of show you some of the stuff that we did for interface and tons of data, but providing it into like a app type scenario. Yeah, it was fun. I think they did close to 20,000 of those little CDs. Now if you had it up online, you'd have tons and tons of hits. All you'd have to do is literally just update a few photos and a few little things like that, and you could be going gangbusters again. So it's almost done. I'll let the intro finish, and then I'll just show a couple small things, and then we'll switch gears and kind of play with some other little toys. Awesome. So basically, once you skip the little intro, you can go into the programs. And Bridgerland had tons and tons of different programs. Business, say they wanted to go to the business technology. We would pop them into something. They could click out the photo gallery, and they could click on the different photos and have fun. It basically had some little sliding menus. They could pull out video clips and just kind of let them do whatever they were doing. Just kind of made it fun. They also had like tons of different programs. So like public safety, say they wanted to go to the police academy, similar type thing. Like each one was kind of oriented into these different little places, but it was a, wow, look at all these cool things that Bridgerland does. And it was totally like a giant interactive commercial, if you will. So instead of just running a static video, it's like, let me click, let me play, let me interact. If I want to read something, can I scroll? Can I read some information about this? Can I pull up contact info, et cetera, et cetera? It's like more of an interactive type click and
That's
play
really
type deal. But tons and tons of fun stuff. Just for funny, if you guys want to see me doing some rafting, let me show you this right here real quick. So here's me, and there's me doing some rafting. That was actually in Colorado, so that's going down the Arkansas River, so that's what I like to do. But here's the team of people that helped. We had Laura Stones from Bridgerland and Wayne Moore and Jeff Hansen, and we came down and we had Ben. Ben was actually a teacher here at Bridgerland, and he ended up going up to USU. He is actually the webmaster. He's the main webmaster for the entire USU area, but he was one of the primary main persons that we were using. But anyway, just kind of some fun little stuff and whatever. So that's
it was great.
Yeah,
We should do that again.
Yeah, it was
really
it was really fun. It was really fun.
Well, like I said, it was very effective, and for years after, people saying, "Do you still have them?" It was great fun.
Okay, I'm just logging in really quick so I can show you some just some fun little toys, and we'll just jump in here really quick, and we're going to go to a bookstore just for fun. This is called Amber's Bookstore. It's a little play site. Here's a simple little interface, a quick little sale, a quick little this or that. We'll start with the receipt printer. I'll show you how to do a quick little sale, okay? We'll go counter sale, and let's just say we wanted to do, I know I think I have White Fang in here. Here's White Fang, and I'll just say add that to the cart. Whoop, pulls it in for $9.50, calculates my tax, and I can check out. Click. I can come right here, and then it says $10.14. Let's just say that they paid $11, and hit create the invoice. Creates my little miniature one, and I just say print. Now I have a bunch of different printers, and if you have a certain station, ideally you would have them just set already to your defaults. You just pop over here and you just say print, and it'll just kick this little guy right out here. So here's your little receipt right there. You just have a brand new one. You're technically ready to go.
So this information then also goes to the company, so they're knowing that you just sold another copy of White Fang.
Absolutely, absolutely.
At what location, at what time?
At what time, what location, who did it. So like literally behind the scenes, it's tracking your history. So it says, hey, Adilas demo did this at 10:39 a.m., okay? But it also, behind the scenes, like this is kind of a cause and effect relationship. We just did a simple little sale, okay? I now have new monies that need to be deposited. I just deducted my inventory. I just held some taxes, and I have new stuff that's out here ready to be deposited when I go to do a deposit. So this little payment, if I were to actually be, I'm going to switch gears real quick and just show you where this actually shows up.
Okay.
I'm going to go home, and I'm going to actually say, you know what, I don't have all of my options from here, so I'm going to go to more of a little touchscreen interface, and I'm going to go down to deposits, and I'm going to say, click, let's add a new deposit, and say I was going to put that 1024 in the bank today. And you can put in whatever note you wanted to. You click this, and basically it brings in all your different little pieces. So here's the one that I just barely did, oh, I was wrong, it was 1014. I'll show you how to fix it, okay? I didn't know. 1014 Adilas demo, this was from 9/11, and I just say add that to the deposit. So what's doing is it's now creating links back and forth to the different little things. So not only is the invoice now connected to this deposit, but this deposit is back tied to the invoice. So you start getting your whole paper trail, and all I'm doing is just normal day-to-day activity. So watch this. It currently says check math. It has a problem right now. If I go to my deposit homepage, I actually have an unhappy face, a little frowny face, like, uh-oh, something's wrong.
That's nice.
I'll just
having to dig through it all to find the problem.
So we're just going to quickly fix that to make it happy. So here's my total, 1014. You can add as many as you needed to as far as the line items, but now it's perfectly happy. If I go to the deposit homepage, no frowny face. It's perfectly happy. So as soon as I did that deposit, that invoice payment got sucked out, everything has been reduced, and now my bank has actually gone up. So you start getting into cause and effect relationships with clear into the accounting level, kind of some fun stuff.